it is a plug-in hybrid, and in Europe what you have, or rather what you have available to you, is only plug-in hybrids. So this car has a 3.0 liter V6 engine with 357 horsepower and the electric engine. So in total you've got 457 horsepower. You also are getting 825 Newton meters of torque. And I'm saying it not very fluently right now because, man, that's freaking almost 1,000. Now that's cool. How quickly does it do 0 to 100 kilometers per hour? 6.0 seconds. Listen. The whine of those turbochargers is just so awesome. It's really cool. I really enjoy listening to this V6 engine. It's really nice. One of the key things or benefits of having a plug-in hybrid is that you can actually charge it. This is not blue here. I don't know if it should be blue or not, but it's not. It's silver. I've never seen that before. You can actually charge it from your home socket. That takes around 6 hours. But if you get yourself a wall box, you can get down to 4 hours. Or if you're at a public charging station, that also can take around 4 hours. And I'm talking about 0 to 100. The capacity of the battery is 13.6 kilowatt hours. And that translates into around, let's say, 600 kilometers of range together. And in that you've got around 42 claiming kilometers of purely electric range. Here is where you put your fuel, petrol. We've covered 200, 300 kilometers today, an average fuel consumption, and we've been pushing this car a few times pretty nicely. The fuel consumption is 10.5, 10.5 liters per 100 kilometers in this 2,466 kilogram car. Now this is a beast. What you're getting is 5 meters and 5 centimeters of length of the car, 2 meters of width. Now look at that. If you come here, that's your center of command with a few branches. We don't need these. The thing is with this car that it is by default a 7-seater. You just don't see those seats in the back. I'm gonna show them to you right now. So let's say you are willing to open a tailgate. That's quite unusual, isn't it? But what you do is you come close to this little triangle here and just press a button, and here it comes. Okay, I'm gonna press this. Okay, it's going. No, stop. And then again, if you want to close the boot, you press this button. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try my favorite trick. Hell yeah! Okay, no fail here. It works like a charm, but let's just make sure and do it once again. Let me move a little bit to the left and... Oops. Okay, middle. Okay, it works in the middle. I can confirm that. Do you know where this car is built? This actually may be a surprise. So this car is built in the United States of America. So not only is this an American brand or an American badge that you see around the car, but this is a fully American vehicle. On the streets of Europe, you will not find an Explorer that is not fully loaded. There are two versions. This one behind me is a Platinum, and the other one, ST line, is just as well equipped. When you open the door, this is what's greeting you. Explorer, and it's reminding you why you don't have Explorer on your bonnet, because this is the Platinum. The Platinum is kind of a more elegant looking version, while the ST line is more kind of a sporty looking version. They don't really have that many differences apart from the fact that this one, where this one is having chrome, the ST line will have it mostly blacked out. Both of them have 20-inch rims. Ground clearance in both of these cars is the same, and it's 20 centimeters in both cases. You've got a 360-degree camera system, which actually is said to be cleaning itself. These are self-cleaning cameras. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the fly that has been attacking me all that time. Okay, I'm not gonna win this battle, but what I wanted to show you is that here is your spot for charging your phone wirelessly, if it supports wireless charging. If it doesn't, like mine, because mine doesn't, you can put it here. There is one of my favorite features that Ford is implementing around their cars, which is opening the bonnet by pulling twice. First time is unlocking, and the second time, all you need to do is just lift it. You don't need to play with anything, and I can't do it because there are no shocks, so I would have to use the stick. But my other hand is not available right now because holding the camera, so I am unable to keep the bonnet up. If you fasten your seatbelt and you're driving somewhere and you are setting your car in drive, and now if you forget to actually move this thing back to park and you unbuckle yourself and you open the door, I will be opening the door now. Look what happens to this thing. I want to make sure that you see it well. I'm opening the door now and I'm running away. Yeah, and I'm running away. The car saved my butt potentially. This car has a rather interesting suspension. It's interesting because I cannot really identify whether I should call it stiff or should I call it soft. Well, I know that the difference is very significant, and it seems, I mean, it should seem obvious, but it's not somehow. So this is a big and a heavy car. I believe that this all weight makes the Explorer move in this smooth and kind of soft way. It behaves as a whole, if you can understand, if you know what I mean. As a whole, it behaves as a soft car, almost as if it had air suspension. But then, when you encounter, when you run through some little potholes, like I am right now, some little tiny bits of asphalt that are uneven, you feel pretty much a lot. And I am wondering whether this is because Ford tuned this car for Europe, because on the other hand, the body roll is really minimal. And this indicates that they've done something with suspension to actually stiffen it so that we, Europeans, actually do enjoy driving it more. Do we? Well, it's a matter of personal taste. I am a guy who likes comfort. I would prefer this to be silky smooth. I don't need to use 457 horsepower on the turns, on the tight curves. I don't need that. But perhaps you do. For such a huge monster big vehicle, it's actually driving pretty well. The thing is, we were not surprised because it's a Ford, so it kind of explains itself. Sometimes when I'm pressing the brake pedal, I would expect the car to brake more. So at some point you find yourself actually trying to press the brake pedal very hard, or at least much harder than I would want to. So I wish the brakes would grab harder and earlier. This Explorer has one feature, one additional thing that I believe is one of the best inventions in the automotive industry of the recent years. And I'm talking about adaptive cruise control. This car will automatically stop once a vehicle in front of you stops, and it will start off once that vehicle starts off, and you don't have to do anything as long as the stop does not exceed 3 seconds. If it exceeds 3 seconds, you need to touch the accelerator or you need to press a button on a steering wheel. Starting price here in Europe is around 75,000 euros, and what you're getting is a car that is always fully loaded. This car blends in. It's not like people are losing their minds seeing an Explorer. This car does blend in. It also depends on what color you get. If you want to really stand out, get the red one. It's an okay looking car. It's not weird, and it is not hiding itself in terms of design. It's not like, please don't look at me. And I would say many people should really like the design. I do. I hope you do too. And now there is time for one of my favorites, which is the exhaust pipes. Man, just look at that. Look at those four. Look at these. Wait, what? Like, what is that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Look. This is a... Like, what? What is this? What is this supposed to be? I don't even know why this is like that. Anyway, it's not a fake exhaust. It's just that the exit is down. I don't know why. Maybe you know. If you know, please let me know, because I've got no bloody clue. What I'm going to tell you now is one of the most important things that there are to say about a car, and this is the overall feel that you get getting inside of the car. And the first thing is that the seats are pretty nice. They are big, wide. Once you sit in them, you generally do feel comfortable. And I am let's say a slimmer dude, and there were some bigger guys, and both me and them, we were all feeling comfortable. And let me tell you that if I would feel uncomfortable, I would tell you these are good seats. Maybe they are not excellent because of the limited range of adjustments, because all you have here is adjusting your backrest. You can move the front part of the seat up, you can move the rear part of the seat. This is adjustable forward, backward, also up and down. There's massage, all right? So you can play with your massage. Okay, it's now on. You've got some different modes here. This is intensity, low, medium, high, and turn it off. And the other thing which I wanted to show you is that you have 3 levels of lumbar support. You can probably, yeah, you can click here and it shows you which one you actually have activated. And I've never seen that. You can separately play with them. Like you can, okay, you don't do it like this. You could do it with the plus. And now this one is pumping. If you want to pump this part of your lumbar support more, you just press here and it stays like that. It's not one or another one. This is really, I gotta tell you, I have never seen that in any car, even in the most luxurious cars that I've seen. This is something that really is impressive. And this lets you move left and right through the menu, these buttons here. And getting back to an overall feel that you get in this car, it is plush, which means it's nice. It's a very big interior. It's a big car. What I see from where I am right now and what I'm gonna make you see is that huge bonnet. This is what you're carrying in front of you. This makes me feel good, safe, comfortable and confident here. So this is how I would judge the car. In terms of interior quality, in terms of the materials that you have here, there is this wood. You've got leather seats. This is wrapped in leather. The plastics are nice. You've got leather here, you've got leather there. In terms of doors, this is metal, this is metal. You've got this beautiful cover of a speaker. This really looks nice. And it's also made of metal. So I can't really say that I'm finding anything here not being of high quality materials. It really feels nice. That's my conclusion here. With this big, relaxing, rather smooth in terms of suspension car, with an relaxing and calming interior, and especially when you put it into electric mode and you move in complete silence, this is a really relaxing and calming place to be in. But when you want to have some fun, the performance is there. 457 horsepower, that's what I'm the most excited about. I gotta tell you that I'm having so much fun with this car. It's big and it's powerful, that's what I like. I hope you enjoyed this car as much as I did, and see you next time.